Hello everyone, Teanji here back on the Nebulous Feed the Beast server with episode 23 of my Let's Play. Alrighty, so between this episode and last, I moved the magmatic engines back a bit and tried to put different, actually tried to put wiring in, because when you pump too much lava into these things, well, they can store, I believe they can store as much lava as they want, but when they get too much energy stored inside them, they'll overheat and you need to whack them with a wrench to fix them. Obviously, that's not very great for an automated system, so we need to think of something else. See, when this is full of power, the energy gets stored in the engine. So we need to get rid of the excess energy in between the engine and the machine. So basically, I tried to use some conductive pipes, I believe they're called. However, the conductive pipe that was here exploded. So that didn't go down too well. Except, it thankfully, only destroyed its own self. It didn't destroy anything else, which is great. But, after doing a little bit of reading around, I actually need to make some redstone energy conduits. Anyway, you make them using liquid transposers, which we've already got two of. We'll use one here, obviously, because it's easier to access. So basically, to do that, you need to make some molten redstone. Now, molten redstone, I believe, was made using another machine, wasn't it? Where's the charged redstone energy conduit? It's not actually showing you. Right, molten redstone. How is that made? It's made using... Oh, that's right, magma crucible. Thankfully, I remembered. And you have to use a liquid transposer and fill it up with some molten redstone to fix it up. So magma crucible is a bucket, some nether brick, copper, receptor coil, and a machine frame. I've actually got all of that pretty much upstairs already. Thankfully, I made extras of everything. Actually, I think I had to make magma crucibles to make the magmatic engines, if I'm not mistaken. That's why I have extras. Anyway, I was a derp and thought I was recording when I wasn't, and I was preparing to make a quarry, and that's when the wires downstairs exploded. So I haven't actually gotten around to finishing the quarry yet because there's quite a bit to do for it. I do have some iron gears and gold gears. That's all I got into the recording that I thought I was making, but I didn't actually get there. So machine frame, redstone, receptor coil. It was also a bucket, some nether brick, and copper, if I recall. Alright, so we get some copper out here. We'll just make a new bucket. Screw it. Of course, I get 4 pieces out because I'm smart like that. And some nether brick from over here in the brick chest, or the miscellaneous chest, anyway. I got 3 out. Good job. Alright, that's enough to make a magma crucible, and I'm just going to throw it down on the floor somewhere downstairs. I believe since it is, in fact, what do you call it? Oh, I need to make the bucket first. Whoops. Geothermal... Oh, I don't remember what the mod's called. Something. Anyway, I believe because it's part of that particular mod, the pulverizer mod and all that sort of stuff, you can just move it around with pickaxes. There's nothing particularly special about it. Mind you, I should probably get a bucket so I can actually... Oh, and of course, redstone. So I can pump the lava to the... Well, let's just throw lava in the magma crucible. I wonder how I'm going to do this properly. Right, I will need a few buckets just in case. I might as well get a few. So we'll get 6 pieces of iron out here. I'm just trying to spitball this idea on how I'm going to manage this. So I'm thinking that you can't just throw lava inside the magma crucible and get it to work like you can with a geothermal generator. You actually have to power it with energy. So I'm thinking that I might actually just throw it down here. Okay, so let's have a look here. I need to somehow put redstone, magma crucible, makes lava. Right. How do you make molten redstone? Molten... It doesn't actually say it, does it? Molten red dye. Oh. Okay. Bit of a pain. See, I know I looked this up beforehand. So yeah, it looks like it just needs to be powered and it'll output like a liquid redstone. That would make sense, wouldn't it? So to do that, I'll need to power this with lava. So let's just grab a bucket. And I'm assuming, yep, I did that. Wonderful. I'm assuming I can just throw, it's already got, right, I need a wrench to whack it so it can actually start powering again. I didn't even need to fill it up with lava. That's easy enough to do. I'll just grab a wrench from up here. Not sure what type of wrench it is, so I'll just grab both. I believe they said something about a crescent wrench, which is different to these two entirely, but I heard you could use both anyway. No, yes. Yeah, that, as you had to right click. So there you go, powering the magma crucible. Let's just have a look here to see it's actually getting power. Power stored 750. I'm thinking 1,000 is when it's going to start doing the molten redstone. Yes, no, yeah, about that. All right, so we'll get a little bit of molten redstone. And then when you've done that, obviously you need to have an energy conduit. And you put it in the top and you let it fill with molten redstone and you'll get an energy conduit. So essentially I'll need to remove this and get the magmatic engine hooked up to the transposer there really quickly. So while this molten redstone is being created, we'll go and make an energy conduit empty. So, Electrum oil? Oh, what the hell is this? Oh no. A minimum stone, Electrum bend? What? Oh, what? Hang on, you can't seem to make this. How do you get Electrum? Huh, it's just telling me pulverizer, you can get Electrum blend by obviously doing an Electrum ingot, which is great. Block of Electrum can be turned into ingots. Electrum dust can be turned into ingots. How do you get Electrum dust? From a block of Electrum. It looks like you actually have to find, or you can get it from a scrap box, which is, you know, terrible. Jeez, it doesn't look like Electrum is easy to get. So how do you get this? It doesn't seem to show you how to actually get the dust. Alright, so there's only one way to get the blend, and that's through a pulverizer. But to get the Electrum ingots, you... What? Right. So you don't even need to think about the Electrum blend, I don't think. So what's going on here? How do you actually get Electrum dust or Electrum ingots? Interesting. I might actually have to pause the recording here and look this up. That damn minimap, get the hell away. Ugh. I hate how it bugs out like that. But anyway, I'm sure I've got enough molten redstone by now. 225? Probably not. I guess I'll let that keep going until this is out of energy. So anyway, I guess I'm just going to have to look up how to make some Electrum ingots so I can make one of these energy conduits. Well, actually I need to make two of them. Because these ones apparently, because they're redstone, they're smart. And if there's not enough room in here for energy to be used, it'll soak it up from the engine, but it'll just disperse it. It'll just get rid of the excess, which is great. So I'm going to look up how to make these ingots really quickly, and we'll be right back. And we're back. All right, allegedly you make them by combining gold and silver dust together. Now, they didn't show me a recipe, and I can't seem to find it in-game, so I'm just going to have to go out on a whim and find out how to do this. I'm going to assume it's similar to making, what do you call it, bronze. And let's see here if it's going to be 3 pieces. No. Maybe it's just 1 piece of gold and 3 of these. No. See, it doesn't actually tell you. I'm curious if it's dust, maybe, which could be a little bit more painful. Pulverized gold, platinum, iron. Damn. Okay. So, have I got any silver ingots? I do too. Alright, let's just try and get some dust from there and see if it's dust that you need to combine. It said it was shapeless crafting, so you can just throw it in the crafting bench if you have enough materials. So, I'm going to need some coal for the pulverizers upstairs for now. And I'm just gonna make some silver dust really quickly and see if it's silver dust that you combine. It did say that it was actually, what do you call it? Ingots, but, you know, people make mistakes, I'm sure. That's understandable. So we'll throw these in there real quick. That won't overheat, surely. And some of these in here to get that started. While that's going, I'm going to head back downstairs and check out the molten redstone. I was looking it up, and I need 50 mgs of it inside each conduit that I want to make. So we've got, at the moment, 625. Right, so that's perfectly fine. That's great. I'll stop right there. Thank you. And of course, this is just going to keep going and storing energy. Or it's going to give it to the machine, and the machine's going to do jack shit with it. Alright, whatever. Can I actually, how do I get this molten redstone out? That's the question I'm begging to ask. How do I get the molten redstone out of there? Do I actually have to pump it out? I'd have to assume so. Yeah, it looks like I'm going to have to pump it out. You know, that's fine. I'll manage. So I'm going to assume that I'm just going to put a pipe down here and it'll fill up here. So zero, what do you call it? Zero lava in there, so it won't conflict. So I'm just going to have to fill it up using some sort of pipe. Waterproof. I'm going to assume I'm going to need... No, because it's thermal tech, so I won't need a wooden waterproof pipe. I'll just need cobblestone. And I'm assuming I won't need a redstone engine to get it out. That's the great thing about thermal. Oh, pulverized lead. That's wonderful. I'll let that just keep going. I mean, I need to pulverize ingots anyway, so let's see what we've got here. Now, I honestly no idea how much... Well, there you go. It's just one of each. So, very simple to do. Now, can I actually do it like just this? No, so you have to use the dust, which is fine. It's fine. Unfortunately, if I recall correctly, to make the Electrum dust, ingots, you need a bit of coal and a minum stone, or a philosopher's stone, of course. Is there not another way? An induction smelter? I don't have one of those. So it looks like the only way to make the ingots is to get some coal and a minum stone or a philosopher's. What's the cheapest? Shard of minum. I don't have any shards of minum. So I'm going to have to make a philosopher's stone, which, unless it's been changed, it doesn't actually want to show me how to make one. Wonderful. So P-H-I-L-O. P-H-I-L-O. It still doesn't want to show me how to make one. Don't you love this sort of stuff? So, somehow, I'm supposed to make some Electrum ingots. You know what, I'm going to go upstairs and just see if I can smelt them. It doesn't hurt to try, surely. Surely it doesn't hurt to try. So let's just throw 2 of these in and see if this goes according to plan. It looks like it might. It looks like it might. If it gives me something else entirely, that's a bit of a shame, but I don't know, that just seemed a bit... Oh, there you go, cool. So I need 2 of these per set that I want to make, although just 2 of these will actually create 4 conduits. With a bit of glass, of course. Let's eat this chicken real quick. Alright, so I need a bit of glass. I'm sure I have none. Wonderful. As usual. As usual, Scumbag Tim has no glass. Alright, let's just close that down there. It was a web browser I had open, because why not? Let's just make sure its brightness turned up. I can't... Yeah, it is turned up all the way. I really need to actually reinstall Gamma Bright. It makes me so much happier when I'm recording. Well, something like that anyway. Let's actually just quickly nick this. Did that actually keep the power going? Really? Oh, no, that's right. The pulverizer works by actually, yeah, it takes the items out before they're smelted. So, the sand... No, you don't pulverize sand, you moron. Ugh. You pulverize friggin... What do you call it to get the sand? Right. Let's put that in there. That'll give me enough sand there. So I got a bunch of Electrum ingots now. That's cool. And I'll keep these dusts over here because I'm going to put these all back in my chest. I'll make these little bits of glass here, and then I'll throw the silver ore back in there, obviously. Because why not? Okay, one more piece here. Let's, wait. Why did I just do that? Wait, what? Silver dust. Yeah, whatever. Don't quite understand what I'm doing myself. So there we go. And I wanted to put the Electrum dust back in here. I can't seem to see any other real use for the dust itself. I might as well smelt it, you know. Okay, so we've got some Electrum ingots. Let's quickly make some conduits. No. Okay. Is it actually like this? No. Now, I could have sworn, unless you need a special machine, redstone conduit, energy conduit. So it's shaped crafting, so it's not shapeless. You actually have to put it up the top of the crafting bench? Really? That seems a bit odd. No, it's still... I must be doing this wrong. Must be something to this. Electrum ingot. Really? And how do you make hardened glass? Oh my god. Yeah, they all require induction smelters. Are you shitting me? Well, that happened, everyone. Alright, so I'm gonna have to pulverize obsidian, it seems like. And I've got a few lead ingots, and I'm just gonna have to make an induction smelter. Well, ain't that just a load of fun? Alright, let's get some obsidian, and we'll throw it into the induction smelter. Is the obsidian? Must be in the bucket chest. That's a little bit odd, but anyway. Might as well just do that. You know, gotta keep some obsidian on you, instead of just pulverizing it all. Now, let's throw the obsidian into here, please. No, we'll have to wait for this to come through. And then I'll have to refill the engine here with a few more bits of coal, of course. The 2 pieces will do just fine. Pick up that, and that obsidian's going to start pulverizing. Let's go put some stuff away while I find out how to make an induction smelter. Actually, before I put stuff away, it'd make more sense to find out how to make it. Induction... Right. Induction smelter. So it's just another thermalcraft machine. So it's quite straightforward and easy to make. And of course, you need more glass. Ain't that just a wonderful, wonderful thing? You know, I figured I was going to be done with the geothermal thing, but to make it fully automated and completely safe... I should get that bucket the hell out of my inventory like that. I actually have to make these energy conduits, but it's fine. We'll manage. But until next time, everyone, has been Teanji with episode 23 of my survival let's play on the Feed the Beast server. I hope you enjoyed watching, and have a good day. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and post a comment below to tell me how I can improve. And feel free to subscribe for more. Thanks for watching. Why is there a chunk loader inside the ender chest? Huh. Okay.